Hey folks, it's Katie Phang on behalf of the Contrarian and Katie Phang News. I am standing here outside of Whipple Federal. You've heard the name a lot over the last few weeks. It's the federal building where they are taking detainees as well as people that are not being taken into custody for purposes of their immigration status if you are taken into custody for protesting. They will bring you here. And we just had the chance to be able to pull up here. As you can see, there's some protesters that are standing. They've erected a fence and some concrete kind of blocks over here so that we are squarely on the other side of the street. And there's been an interesting development that's brand new, according to the folks here that have been protesting across the street from the entrance to Whipple Federal. There's a drone, and the drone is new. It went up probably about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours ago. We can also hear the faint noise of the constant whirring of a helicopter. That's also interesting because it's not within anybody's eyesight or line of sight right now. Now, according to the folks that are here right now, there is some chatter that Tom Homan is on his way here, because what they've been doing is they've been building up the federal presence of agents towards the entrance right now. But what you're hearing and what you're going to be hearing is as vehicles are going in and out of Whipple Federal, you hear protesters saying messages like, quit your job, it's not too late, don't do it. There's been some pretty colorful language that is being used. Some of the protesters have bullhorns. Some of them are armed with just their signs. The drone, I think, is very interesting because there is some concerns, although obviously these protesters are here and they kind of don't give a damn, but that the drones are taking some of your biometrics, right? They are taking in your face and they're looking at you, and they're, Lord only knows what type of electronic surveillance equipment is being used in and around this area. But we have a number of members of the media. There was a person here from Brazil, from Brazilian press, and so there's definitely been an international presence as well. And then you hear support. People that are supporting the protesters are driving by and they're honking their horns. I want to remind people it is a Tuesday afternoon here in Minneapolis. It's a little bit quieter than it has been lately at Whipple Federal, but just about an hour and a half ago, a man was released from Whipple. He was taken into custody and detained on his block where he lives, on his front lawn. He was blowing a whistle, and federal agents said that he was, quote, impeding and obstructing them. He was taken into custody, brought here to Whipple Federal. When he was released, his face was all busted up and scraped up. And so these are the people, and I want to let folks know, this is not just people that may have immigration status questions and then are released because they are legal or legal status. These are also people that are protesting, that are out on the streets, that are in their front yards, that are being taken into custody. We also have a local law enforcement presence here as well. The sheriffs from Hennepin County, members of the Hennepin County Sheriff. So interestingly, we just had a car leave from Whipple honking horn in support, which is a little bit unusual. And I just got a kind of play-by-play when I arrived about who's in the white vehicles. Those are the federal guys. People that are in the black that are wearing it are the base people that are here. I mean, there's like a whole kind of ecosystem that is being run and operated. I also want to let you know that this is the main entrance for Whipple Federal, and when people are taken in, they bring them in by van or by bus, and they're taken in through the front entrance, and then they're taken over to Whipple, and there's a sally port, which is another way of saying a secure area where they let the people out. And when they are releasing people back out of custody or detention, they are literally walking by themselves down this chute, as they call it, where the front entrance is to get into Whipple Federal. Sometimes they have their coats, oftentimes they do not. Some people are being held up to 45 days in custody and detention here at Whipple Federal. And when they get out, they don't have money, they don't have phones, they don't have coats, they don't have a ride. And so we had the chance to speak with a lovely, amazing young woman from an organization called Haven Watch. You'll be able to watch that interview separately. So they're sending their...
Come kiss Daddy! Come kiss Daddy! Hey, you guys give handy jobs in the back seat. Give
See, I'm telling you, they're definitely letting people know how they feel about what's happening, or the people that are coming in and out. And they are relentless in a good way. They are most certainly letting the messages be known. So when the vehicles are pulling in and out of the entrance to Whipple Federal, they're definitely sending a message. Here comes another vehicle. They have signs. Authority, responsibility must abide together. ICE anonymity evades responsibility. This is a new sign that was just put up now. Hey, Homan, show us the money. And there's a drawn bag with $50,000 cash. I actually said, it has to say Kava on it, if it's the Kava bag. So Kristi Noem has blood on her hands. I mean, this is most arrest Pam Bondi and Cash Patel. They're lying. So this is definitely there. I'm sure you guys can hear this. So this is exactly what's happening. It is relentless in a good way. There is a level of devotion. And also what you guys are going to see, I don't know, can we pan Travis this way a little bit? You can see that there is propane tanks, there's coffee, there's food, there's snacks. There was a woman who just came by to offer fresh cookies and bottles of water. There's a pizza oven in the main parking lot area. They have donuts. They are not taking money. They're taking donations to help. People are staffing these places to make sure that whatever the time of day is, whatever night it is, there's somebody here to be able to show some support to the protesters that are here. The protesters are also taking up space on the other side of this cross street. Somebody's walking out right now. We're going to see who's walking out right now. It's a woman and two men. Not quite sure who they are, but they're waving. Oh, we have some support over here. Like I said, people honking their horns when they're coming by to show solidarity and support to the protesters. It is interesting. We do know that Tom Homan is coming in, that Gregory Bovino has been demoted and is going back to El Centro, California. Folks, the latest is that he's been demoted to going back to El Centro. We don't know if he's going to stay there, though. We don't know if he's going to be dispatched and assigned to somewhere else. That is kind of the common refrain I am hearing from people. This could happen to your city, to your backyard, and so we're paying close attention to this. But again, there's the idea and the kind of chatter right now that Tom Homan will be coming here to Whipple Federal today. And so there's a little bit of a buildup right now that's happening with the presence on the other side of the street. Inside at Whipple Federal, in the parking lot, we have federal vehicles that are being lined up. And we also see an increase and an uptick in the amount of kind of foot traffic that is happening there. But I wanted to come to you live from Whipple Federal. I wanted you to see what is going on. And I will definitely come back with more information as it happens. I'm Katie Phang.